Well, lads, my moan this week is all about Manchester United and Ruben Amorim. He's getting away with murder. This team are in rapid decline.
Absolute garbage.
Oh, we're going to win the Europa League. So what? This is a catastrophe of a season for Manchester United, regardless whether they win the Europa League.
Bad egg.
2 months without a league win, the last one being the 16th of March against Leicester.
Bosh.
The endless excuses by United fans saying that Amorim's the man to lead them forward. How deluded can they be? 10 Premier League wins this season, 17 defeats,
Bang.
39 points. In years gone by, they say you need 40 points to stay up. They'd be threatening relegation. This is a terrible, terrible United side.
You can't handle the truth.
They continue to break all the wrong records. Amorim needs to go.
Do you know what, Dylan? Dylan! Is Dylan coming on? Dylan! He's unbelievable. Alright, where is he coming on? Dylan, where's Dylan at?
Yeah, never coming on.
Honestly, that
Little
is
snake.
Do you know what's funny?
Little snake.
Can you hear the
Dylan the
passion in his
snake.
voice? The passion in his voice.
Yeah, I wrote a word down. He said rapid decline.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. We're in the finals of the Europa
It's
League.
decline, mate. Fourth from bottom, fifth from bottom. Decline.
He's on a decline. I'm Dylan Orr.
Your face is that.
Little snake in there. I never liked him anyway.
I love Dylan.
Vile little
You know,
man.
I love Dylan.
It says here, right, let's see if the listeners agree or disagree. We'll be taking your calls on this.
What do you think?
My
Do you think he's getting away with it? No, let's have a serious.
6:15.
Let's have a serious
Hold on,
question.
let me just give out the number. 6:15 if you want to talk about that. Or if you want Dylan's home address, you can go and 03717223334. Although our phone lines are busted at the moment.
Last question, serious question. Do you think he's getting away with it?
With Dylan?
No,
surely getting away with it.
Ruben Amorim.
No.
How was he not Andy?
Here's the thing, right? All jokes aside.
No. It's not a joke aside.
If we win the Europa League, he's got out of it.
Like if he doesn't.
No,
Sacked.
world of trouble. I don't know, mate.
How can you say you don't know? I don't understand what you'd have seen.
Well, since he came in, I've had this discussion with you before. Since he's come in, I've said to you, I'm not convinced yet.
Yeah, you have said that.
He hasn't improved any player.
Nope.
Right? Maybe Ahmed, maybe. Right? But he was sort of flying anyway. He hasn't improved any player. At 3 at the back, we look appalling. Right? I don't know how we've done it in Europe. We're the only unbeaten team in European football at the moment in competition. Right? I don't know how that's happened. But it's the bigger picture, and the bigger picture includes the league. And we've been embarrassingly appalling.
So if you don't win it, worst comes to the worst and doesn't, and you finish fifth bottom.
Well, they won't sack him, so it's pointless me saying I'd sack him.
Would you?
No, I wouldn't. I'll tell you, would I sack him? You have to give someone a transfer window. You have to.
Mate, look,
you have to.
Look at what David Moyes is doing with Everton.
I know, mate. I've said it before. And look at Unai Emery.
Look at Pereira at Wolves.
Yeah, no, I've said it before.
These teams are fighting relegation, and they're above you.
I agree with you. But I think if Man United are going to invest in a new manager, they have to give him a window. If Manchester United haven't changed by Christmas time, then I suspect he will go. I mean, you've heard what he said anyway. Like he'll have to rethink things if he can't turn things around, right?
The guy's won 6 Premier League matches. 6.
No.
He's won 6 Premier League matches.
What have you googled to get that?
He's lost 13.
Where's that?
Transfer Market, the biggest website out there.
The biggest website? I can think of a few I log into.
No. He's won 6 games. For Manchester United.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's it.
Since when did he get there?
Oh, that is, honestly. He got there. I'll tell you his first game. The date of his first game was when he drew with Ipswich, November the 24th. So he's had a window. He had January.
Yeah, that's not. Well, you know what I mean.
Is that a window?
No, but you don't need to be.
Actually, yes or no?
He needs 2 windows. He needs a summer window, but you know.
So now he needs 2.
I taught you so well. Honestly.
No, but honestly.
You know what I mean, right? You know what I mean.
He's won 6 games.
Right. I agree with what you're saying, but I'm saying they won't get rid of him until he's had a window.
Or 2.
Or 2 windows. One more window.
Maybe 3.
One more window.
Yeah,
sorry, your manager, right?
Oh, no, wait. It's Dylan. Dylan's talking about Man United, not Arsenal. I had a guy only won 6 games.
Shut up. We're taking your calls at 6:15.
He's lost 13.
Do you know what? I'll be honest. Our phone lines are not working at the moment. If someone up there can hear me that's working on it, don't work on them till 6:30.
Do you know what his points per game
Leave
is?
them.
Do you know what his points per matches?
I know what yours
0.6.
03717223334 is the number to dial when our phone lines are working. David is a Man United fan. David?
Hi, gents. Afternoon.
How are you?
Not too bad. I tried to say I'm a little bit better with all of the current atmosphere around Old Trafford, but, It is what it is.
Do you go, Dave?
But I did have a quick general call yesterday on the White and Jordan show, just because Keown has been...
what show?
How can I say, Mr. on the White and Jordan show.
Is that still going? Still on, is that me? Mind you, right? Yeah, go on.
Mate, honestly, I keep hearing Keown, and there's a couple of things. I just wanted to put a bit of context into the whole of this about surrounding Amorim. So, when Ten Hag was in, we had everybody complaining that we didn't have a clear playing style. We didn't know what we were doing. One week we were playing this way, the next week we were playing that way. He was given a lot of money, spent on a lot of players that did pretty much nothing, didn't get as much, much further up the league. We've now got a manager that's young, vibrant. He's got a clear style of play, which is well known from everybody. He's come over. He hasn't had any money to spend. He didn't want to come during the season. He wanted to come at the end of the season, so he was kind of forced to do that anyway. And he's coming into a club that for the past 10 to 13 years since Fergie left has kind of been in a decline with the owners, all the owner stuff going on.
Dave, let me ask you this, right? And I really don't want to argue with you because I'm a Man United fan. Has he improved any player?
It's a good question, Andy. Look, I'm not sitting here to say that he's been perfect. He's also made mistakes. But the thing is he's got one player he's managed to get in, which is Dorgu, right? And if we look at Dorgu, I'm not saying he's set of the world alight, but he's actually one of the only players we've had in the last few transfer windows that's come in and just settled straight into the squad. He's fit. He's available pretty much every game. He gets up and down the pitch. He looks like he wants to play. Now, what I'm trying to say is that nobody heard of Dogu before he came. Pretty much nobody, unless you played Football Manager or something like that. We need players of that type of profile. We don't need mavericks. We don't need big names. And I think Amorim knows that. And I think he's just going to go out and get players to suit that system. But you can't judge him until he gets the players to suit that system. It's just impossible.
David, just a quick one though, right? Have you seen anything to suggest that he's going to get it right? Like any performance? Because as I said there, he's won 6 Premier League games. Now, we've seen David Moyes go to Everton, who were worse than Man United. We've seen Pereira at Wolves, Emery at Villa, and they got instant impact. Have you seen anything?
Do you know what I'll say, mate? I would probably say you are kind of right. I will agree. But you know what I'll say to counter that is, do you think that the players have given everything to try and adapt to that new format?
Yeah, that's true. That's a great point. That's a really good point.
They haven't, mate. Look, how can he trust them to then say, I'll play to what you guys are comfortable to play, but you have to give me 100% and show me that you're willing to try and come with me on this journey. And none of these players, apart from maybe Bruno, a couple more, are willing to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Great call.
Dave, what a great call. Thanks for that.
Great call.
Good work. There you go. I think the fans have outmoaned the moaner in a good way.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.